Hey everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. July is already halfway over. I mean, if anybody knows how to slow down time, please share the secret because seriously. Um, what do we want to talk about today? Weaving your story into your content marketing. So, let's see, where do we want to start here? So, here's some steps on how to weave your story and ultimately as a when you work for yourself and it's your business you're promoting, you get to decide what you share and what you don't. So you may not want to share certain aspects of your life, like I in I don't know if many of you know, but in December of 2022 I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I've been on a breast cancer journey since then, and that is something I'm comfortable sharing now. When I was first diagnosed, no. I wanted to crawl under a rock and pretend this was not happening. But after a few months of and I knew it hadn't spread, and I was in good health other than the cancer. I was comfortable sharing it with the public, with people outside of my inner circle. Okay. But if you've gone through something similar in your life, or maybe you have some health issues in your life, you may not want to talk about it, and it's okay. You get to decide, okay, what you share and what you don't. So the first tip here is to define your narrative. So you want to begin by identifying the core elements of your story that align with your brand's values and mission. Reflect on what inspired you to start your online business, challenges you've overcome, and key milestones in your journey. This narrative will serve as the foundation for your content strategy, adding a human touch that resonates with your audience. So, taking my cancer journey into account here, as a someone who works for themselves um, and going through this journey and continuing to run my business while I was going through it, that is definitely something that people can relate to. People, it doesn't you don't have to go through cancer to relate to that. It's something hard. It's something difficult. It's something life changing, and so that can resonate with people. Okay. Number two would be to craft compelling content. Use your story to create compelling content across various channels. So, blog posts, social media updates, videos, and even email newsletters can all be platforms to share different aspects of your journey. For instance, you can share anecdotes that illustrate your expertise or lessons learned that can benefit your audience. Number three, you want to be authentic and transparent. Authenticity is crucial in storytelling. You don't want to try to be somebody else. You just want to be you. Okay. You want to share your successes and failures transparently. I mean, here's one that I could say is that, as far as a failure, on Friday, I lost a huge client. It's a big chunk of income that I was getting every month that I've lost that. So now I focus on, okay, what do I need to do to replace that? That's something that we can identify as online business owners. What can we do? It's not necessarily a failure. Losing a client isn't a failure. Okay. That's just part of being in business for yourself. Clients come and go. It doesn't really hurt my feelings anymore. Did I feel the sting of it when I got the email? Yeah, but ultimately, according to my agreement with them, they have to give me 30 days notice. They did. So I still get some money out of it. Okay. So, that's what you can learn from it is it's important to have written agreements in place. It's important to have your terms in your agreement. And if they've signed that agreement, then they have to abide by that. Okay. Now, so it's not the end of the world. I will, be able to recover from this. And it's certainly not a failure. It's not anything I did wrong that caused this client to walk away. But ultimately, people can relate to that. You can probably relate to losing a client, and no, it wasn't anything you necessarily did wrong. Excuse me, but people are going to resonate with that, right? And they're going to learn from you that way. So piggybacking on that, this, honesty builds trust and credibility with your audience, showing them the real person behind the brand. This transparency fosters a sense of connection and relatability, making your audience more likely to engage with and support your business. Number 4, you want to connect emotionally. This is where the cancer diagnosis can connect emotionally. Losing a client can connect emotionally. Using storytelling techniques to invoke emotions such as empathy, inspiration, or excitement. Like you might share, like if you were recently engaged or you recently got married, that's something you can, it's an exciting time in your life that you can share with your audience, and people can connect with you that way. And also you want to be able to, sometimes if you're watching me do these live, sometimes I share stories of things that, situations I've helped clients with. So that's a way for me to demonstrate how my products or how my services, I don't have products, how my services can positively impact your life. Okay. If you have a product, you can do that with your product. If you have a service, you can do that with your service. So you want to use these things to connect with your audience on an emotional level. Show your values. Excuse me. Highlight how your personal values align with your business values, whether it's your commitment to sustainability, customer care, or innovation. You can weave these values into your narrative. And this alignment reinforces your brand's authenticity and attracts like-minded customers who share your values. Number 6 is to engage with your audience. You want to encourage dialogue and interaction around your story. Invite your audience to share their own experiences or thoughts related to your content. That way, then you can respond to comments and messages and foster a sense of community and connection, turning followers into loyal advocates for your brand. Number 7 would be visual storytelling. Visual elements such as images, infographics, videos can amplify your storytelling efforts. Use these mediums to visually represent key moments or aspects of your journey. This visual storytelling not only enhances engagement, but also makes your content more memorable and shareable. And number 8 would be to measure and adapt. You want to track the performance of your storytelling efforts. You want to monitor engagement metrics such as likes, shares, comments, and website traffic. Analyze which stories resonate most with your audience and adapt your strategy accordingly. Experiment with different storytelling formats and topics to continually refine your approach. I will tell you that I see a lot more engagement and interactions when I do share something, whether it's personal or a story about a client, and what I went through with a client. Maybe I helped that client through a certain situation within their business. That's going to help people relate to that. They're going to say, oh my gosh, that's something I went through. Boy, I wish I'd have known that at that time. Or maybe it's something you're going through right now, and you'd say, well, I need to talk to her. It is powerful when we share real life scenarios and show that we are a real life person, and we go through real life struggles just like everybody else does. Okay. So anyway, I hope that has been helpful to you. Feel free to leave a comment or send me a private message if you have any feedback, or or if you need help in this area. if you need encouragement in this area, I'm happy to have a discussion with you. So hope everyone has a great day and a great week, and we will talk again soon.